Hey, so good morning everyone. I hope you're all well. Um, so this first video today is not a garden gang video. It is a how crystals grow retake video. Because as those of you that have watched the live video from the other night, you'll know that I'm rather annoyed with myself from the start of the video, from fluffing it up. So I've rehashed my brain, shall we say, and got my notes in order. So I'm just going to do that very first bit for you properly in order. I'm not going to go through the little boxes again, just literally how they grow, very brief, and then I'll just run through a couple of little bits regarding my Facebook page. So yeah, so literally there's 3 ways that crystals grow, or should I say rocks. So the first one I'm going to mention is sedimentary. So as you'll sort of guess from the name, sediments, this way is like a build-up of minerals and other like tiny, sorry I'm sat here rocking away, sorry, tiny microscopic sedimentary particles, and usually in water, and over time, lots of time, they've been growing for millions, billions of years. They clump together and gradually grow into the beautifully, perfectly ordered and structured patterns to form the crystals that we know and love. And as I said the other night, crystals are the most perfectly structured, ordered objects on Earth. That's why they emit and transfer energy the way they do, because the molecules and atoms inside them are structured in such a perfect way that they don't block energy and they allow energy to flow through in such a perfect way. I'm going to talk about that in another video. Okay, so that's your sedimentary, and a couple of I've got my camera on my selfie stick. I'm rubbish with it. A couple of examples of sedimentary rocks, stroke crystals, are your quartz family, dolomite and gypsum. So your next one are your igneous rocks. Now they're the ones that form really, really deep in the earth. They're like a mixture of your lava, gases and then other elements, and they form under the really extreme temperatures and pressures, and that's where like your rock will form, and the crystals over time will form within the rock, and as the magma cools, the longer it's got to cool. If the magma cools while it's still within the earth, and the longer it's got to cool, the bigger the crystals will form. Okay, so if it cools while it's still in the ground, that's when you get these huge specimens. However, if the lava erupts, a volcano for example, or comes out from a crack in the earth, that's when you get the rocks that have got like some of the smaller crystals in, or even no crystals at all sometimes. That's when you get like your basalts, or even like your lava. I mean, some people, I use that when I do my chakra bracelets. I use lava beads. Lava beads are actually a really good carrier for essential oils. So when I do, you see, this is another thing that I learned from Deb. With your chakra beads that I do, my bracelets, you can actually put essential oils on your lava beads. You just need a few drops and they will carry your essential oils, and then after a few days they'll dissipate, and then you can top that up with a couple more drops of your oils. So say for example you suffer with migraine, you can put some oils on for your migraine, and obviously they'll get into it because they're on your pressure point on your wrist. It'll help with that, and then you can top that up again. So yeah, so a couple. Oh, sorry, I thought I had a bit then. A couple of examples of your igneous rocks: peridotite, not peridotite. I say your lava stone, which then becomes your lava beads, and obsidian. And lastly, you've got your metamorphic stones or metamorphic crystals. So metamorphic obviously means change. Now, these ones, they can start off as either the sedimentary or the igneous, or they can be a bit of both together, and they can have new minerals in as well, and then the intense heat and pressure from within the earth will cause them to change, and it's the minerals themselves, the minerals are a clear identifier of that change in the process. So when the geologists are looking at the rocks and crystals to identify actually what they are, that's what they look at to identify which is which. And sometimes it can actually be like, it's not always just the heat and pressure from within the earth that causes the metamorphic change. Sometimes it can actually be a chemical change in the environment. So, and a few examples of metamorphic change are amphibolite, garnet, quartzite and serpentine. So there you go. So I finally got my words straight, finally got my brain in gear for this morning at least. So that's that. So yeah, so the sets that are on the prices on the crystal sets that are on there on the page at the moment, they haven't been updated or anything for about 2 years. So I am going to have a look at all those this weekend. So if there is anything on there that you do see, you're just going to have to bear with me. I will be, as I say, updating ideas for the crystal kits. I'll be adding a few more bits of jewellery, mainly the wire wrap pendants that I do, and I've started doing copper wire wrapped rings. Now if anybody's interested in those, the ones that I've done at the moment, obviously they're all made to measure. The ones that I've got, they're all mine at the moment, because when I've done them, they've been for friends and family really at the moment, because they've seen mine and said, oh, can you do me one? Because obviously they are they're a bespoke thing. So if that is something that anybody's interested in, again, I can just drop me a message and we'll sort that out. What else were we going to say? The items that are not handmade, just ignore those. I'm going to take those off the page completely, and I'm not going to have it as a shop. I'm just going to post pictures of crystals, and if you're interested, drop me a line and we'll sort it from there. So I am going to get things changed and reorganised over the next couple of weeks. Just bear with me time wise, and I'll get everything updated for you. So hope that's okay. Hope you all have a lovely weekend. Those of you in Scotland, you get 2 more people than we do. And those of you in Wales, you can have as many as you bloody want. So have a fantastic weekend, everybody. And oh yeah, next crystal live video I'm going to do will be, fingers crossed, if I'm alright, a week on Tuesday. I'm aiming to do one every fortnight, I think. I think that should be alright. But I'm not going to do just crystals. I'm going to tie in a few other bits as well, because I know one of the things that keeps cropping up is things like grounding and protection. So what I thought I would do for the next one is crystals for grounding and protection, and I thought it would be useful to do some grounding and protection work for you. Talk you through a grounding and protection. I don't want to call it a ritual because it's not actually a ritual, but I'll talk you through how to do grounding and protection, as in for yourself, you know, the deep breathing, the mindset and everything. So yeah, so a week on Tuesday I'll pop up a post, and yeah, hopefully see you then. Okay, so have a nice weekend, guys. Love you. Bye.